I speak prophetically that we are now about to enter in the next few days a period of what I call the last moment. From July 2014 to July 2015, there shall be tremendous change in 1 year. You watch. There shall be many people dying. I'm telling you, men will be removed in ways we can't explain. Why? Because God got to make sure that the place is clear. I speak prophetically. You watch my word in the next 12 months from the day of July 10th to 14. There shall be magnificent changes which no one can control. And there shall emerge in the next 12 months leaders you never saw before. There shall be young women and men emerging whose ideas will blow your mind, and they cannot wear the old armor anymore. They shall walk with a new mentality. They shall have a spirit upon them. That shall be the Spirit of God, and they shall take us into the next. I speak to you with my whole heart that God is saying the time for a new leadership has been birthed. It has arrived. Joshua is already alive. So God says, Moses, before we have a fight, let me get rid of you. Because I can't afford for your experience to destroy their experience. I can't afford your expertise to wipe out their creativity. See, as long as Moses is alive, people look in two ways. Y'all ain't got no discernment. See, in other words, people don't know what to do. Should I go with the old or should I try the new? And this kind of double sight is a problem because it makes you stay in one place. So God will remove Moses completely. Ain't no one to look at. This is where we are. 40 years. We are at the brink of the river. This ain't no Red Sea. This is Jordan now.
First of all, everyone began somewhere. Your beginning is really not important. It's where you end. And so all of us began somewhere. And I think the key to life as to what you become has to do with what you believe about yourself, what you believe about God, what you believe about people. Whenever you decide to become yourself, you become lonely.
Right.
Because everyone around you want you to be like them, or they want you to be them. So when you discover that you are unique, you are special, you are important, and you decide to become who you are and achieve what you were dreaming, loneliness is the result. And I say this many times, and in my books I write about this, that every true vision only has one believer first. And it's the person who has that vision.
Wow.
And that's what makes it lonely. But what attracts people to you is when you decide that you don't care if you're lonely, you're still going to pursue the vision.
That's right.
So it's the desire to use your aloneness properly that makes people come to you. You're no longer alone. And so I have been alone most of the time. I'm lonely now because a leader is always lonely because they are out front. There's no one out there with them. I want you to think about it. If you have everyone around you, then you're part of the crowd.
That's true.
So leaders they live a lonely life, but they chose that loneliness. And that's important. You have to choose to be alone if you're going to change the world. And every great leader in history, as you study them, they really found their true self when they was alone. You know, Moses was in the wilderness. Jesus Christ was in the desert. Paul went to the desert. You know, and so when you pursue something that is more important than the crowd, you end up leading the crowd.
Wow.
Someone said you cannot lead an orchestra unless you turn your back to the crowd. Think about it for a minute.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're going to be the leader, you got to turn your back on the crowd, and then you can lead life.